Hello, guys, and yeah, this is my basically showcase, I guess, is what you call these, of my sepulchral guard that I've painted up. So, I could just spin them around a little bit like this and explain a bit on why I painted things the way I painted them. Um, I kind of want them to look different because, in my mind, they wouldn't have uniformed colors, most of them, due to the fact that in my mind they're just raised dead, you know. And well, first of all, I want to say that all of these deads are native Shadesparians, I guess. They're from the city of Shadespire. That died, those thousands of years ago, whatever it is, in the fluff. Um, yes, so they have similarities. I mean, they all have red on them. So that's how they all tie together. For example, let's start from left to right. This guy with his red strap, his shield that is kind of like has a little bit of red tinge on it, and it's majority green thing. I really liked how that shield turned out, and I like how he turned out as a skelly. Yeah, and that green right there is with a fuck, what is it called? An artist acrylic paint. Veridan green, something like that, is one of those that you get like super big of. Fuck, what am I talking about? And this guy right here, oh shit, I dropped him. This guy right here, as you can probably see, he's super bloodied, and that's where he gets his red from. He has a pink, what is it called? Pink shirt on, which blends in, I guess, a bit too much. I should have maybe used a more contrasting color. But then again, if you're, I like it. I really like how that pink turned out. So, and there his little gravestone right there. And here's the leader of the petitioners. He has a little fur coat that has, different colors on it. Then he has a blue tabard. But the most interesting part about this guy right here is his shield. This is a Tau. What is it called? Oh, what is it called? A decal. It's a Tau decal right here that I had to cut around, the little knob right there. Oh god, yeah, but I think it ended up pretty good, pretty well. It has that red dot, and I just want to test it out and see how it works. I used a microsol and microset, and it works very well. So far, on all the decals I've used with those products, they've been doing good for me. And that is also a very hard place to put a decal, since it's not even. It has those little metal things that go in like that. And even though it got damaged a little bit right there, I mean, it is an old ancient shield, So a bit of damage on the paint job would be expected. And here we have the leader. As you could probably see, he has a lot of these purple metals, because I wanted to do it like purple metals for the special characters and just regular metals for the scrubs. And since he's the leader, I don't know if you could tell, but the nails, not nails, but what are they called? The screws or whatever they are that hold the shield together, they're all in this purple metal. His golden shield, his nice red cape, and he has that purple metal on his chainmail or ring mail, I don't know what. And here we have it on his spear as well, and on those little screws or nails rivets, I guess. And then he has a one color fur, because I'm guessing that if you're rich, the rich and more poor, they tend to have one color furs, you know, because one color furs are much harder to get than multicolored ones. And I also like how he turned out when it comes to his bone colors. And here we have the champion. And these are all petitioners. But here we have the champion. And I wanted, with him being champion, I wanted him to have a very, very similar color scheme. You know, so with the dark greens, lots and lots of these purple metals. But as you could probably see, it's a bit different because I wanted to be like his is a bit more damaged. And this sword actually broke in half and I had to glue it back together, so yeah. But as you can see on the cross guard and that, it's in a regular metal. Probably like iron or steel. Probably steel. But he, when it comes to his bone colors, it was a bit I like how his hands ended up looking like. But overall, I'd say he's a good tabletop standard. I mean, up close, you know, these highlights and all that are blended in with shades and all that look a bit stark. But on tabletop viewing, it looks good. And since, you know, they're tabletop quality, that's what I'll try to keep them as. So yeah, and here we have the Prince of Dust. And as you can see, I did some red glowing, not glowing, but red eyes on him. His shield is red, and this little band right here is red, so that's where he gets the red from. And since he was the Prince of Dust, I wanted to use, you know, like royal colors. So yellows and purples. And he has the mace right here. That is just the little ball thing is a purple. But I wanted it to be kind of like, it's a purple coating. So the spikes coming out of it is not this purple metal. So yeah. But now when I'm looking at there, right here, I'm kind of like, maybe I should have done it in red, the straps in red. But, oh well. Yeah, and I also really like how his shield ended up. I don't know how well it looks like. But when I was painting the red, on like the very, very last color that I did the red, I mixed a tiny, tiny amount of gold into the red. Because I wanted it to have like a kind of a sparkly thingy. And it worked. It like sparkles a bit. So, and since I'm planning on painting my Stormcasts majority red. Because they're going to be red and yellow. So this guy right here maybe like a semi-test model for those Stormcasts. So I might do them in this type of shimmery goldy yellow. Since they are, the color scheme of that is based off the Byzantine war flag or the Eastern Roman war flag. So, which is red and yellow. And here we have the Harvester. And the red from him comes from the wood that he's holding, you know. It's a red wood with a fucking nice scythe, and he's here to fuck bitches. That's what he's doing. You know, he obviously used to be a prisoner or something. And now he's here to fucking harvest souls. So yeah, so that was these guys. I had fun painting them because they're pretty different. I mean, yeah. I just had fun painting them. Yeah, this guy's missing half his skull. So yeah, so I mean, I really like the Shadespire miniatures. Due to the fact that they're so different. All the warbands are so different, and I get to paint a lot of different forces since I have a hard time painting the same things over and over and over again. So that's also why, as you can probably tell, the skeleton colors are not the same on these guys, on a lot of them, because I wanted it to be different. I wanted to paint different type of skeleton colors and all that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Fuck, this was long.